Welcome back friends. Now in this video we'll discuss expectation maximization algorithm. Now expectation maximization algorithm is an efficient iterative procedure to compute the maximum likelihood estimate in the presence of missing or hidden or incomplete data. Okay, in the previous video we have seen that we have a data say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and we want to know its population mean and sigma. But if some values are missing, suppose we have a data x and the values are 1, 8, 12, 7, but the last two data are not known. So what will be its populations mu and sigma that we can identify using expectation maximization algorithm. In maximum likelihood estimation, we wish to estimate the model parameters for which the observed data are the most likely. Now, each iteration of the expectation maximization algorithm consists of two processes, two steps. So, first step is E step and the second is what? M step. There are two steps. So, in E step, in the expectation step, the missing data are estimated given the observed data and current estimate of the model parameters. And in second, M step, in the M step, the likelihood function is maximized under the assumptions that the missing data are known. The estimate of the missing data from the E step are used in lieu of the actual missing data. Okay, so we can see one simple example. So suppose we have a data x is equal to 1, 8, 12, 7 and these two data are missing. So total how many data are there? So n is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 including two missing data. First of all, we just calculate the mean. So mean of this is nothing but our 30 by 6. If you add all this, so 1 plus 8 plus 12 plus 7, it is 30. So 35 by 6, it is nothing but 4.67. Okay, now let the other two data are 5. So the mean is what? Here the mean is 4.67. Assume that the 1, 8, 12, 7, the other two data are 5. So we have taken a near value, okay, near value 4.67 which is 5. So what we can few some steps. Say first of all we calculate the mu1. So the actual mean is what? 4. Instead of write this one, we can write x1 bar x1. So 4.67. So we can write 4.67 plus. So here it is 5 plus 5, 5 plus 5 by total number of data 6. So it is what? 4.67. And if you calculate this one, so 10 by 6, it is 1.67. So addition is what? 6.34. Okay. Now iteratively, we have to identify the data. Now in the next, so it is what? 4.67. It is fixed. But the new values will be, assume it is 6.34. So 6.34 plus 6.34 divided by 6. The value is what? 4.67. So if you calculate this one, the answer will be what? So 2.11, that means 6.78. In the next iteration, we assume this is nothing but our missing data. So in the next iteration, it is 4.67 plus 6.6878 plus 6.78 divided by 6. It is nothing but our 4.67 plus 2.26, that is 6.93. And in the fourth iteration, 4.67 plus 6.93 plus 6.93 divided by 6, 4.67 plus 2.31, answer is 6.98. Now in every, next we can calculate x5. Now in every after every successive mean calculation, we just calculate the difference. Now difference between 6.78 minus 6.34 from this to this is nothing but it is 0.44. The difference is okay. So the difference is 0.44. Now difference in between these two, so difference 1, difference in between these two is what? 6.93 minus 6.78. That is nothing but it is 0.15. Similarly, difference between these two is 6.98 minus 6.93. It is 0.05. This is our convergence criteria. So if the difference of mean, previous mean and the current mean is less than equal to 0.05, then we can stop the method, we can stop the process. So for the missing, now we have identified the missing values. So for this x, we have a number 1, 8, 12, 7, 6.98 and 6.98. Okay, but already we know in expectation maximization algorithm two steps are there, E step and the M step. So from the E step we have identified the missing values. Now use these values for the next step, that is the M step. So M step is what? Maximum likelihood estimation. So to identify the parameters mean and the standard deviation. So in the last video we discussed about this one. So in maximum likelihood estimation we have a data, say x1 to xn, and assume it is a normal distributed. So if it is normal distributed means what? There must be some mu, mean and the standard deviation. So the function will be high, the value will be high when it is in the mean, and our objective is to identify population parameter and the standard deviation. So this is the function of the normal distribution, multiplication of I is equal to 1 to n, 1 by square root of 2 pi sigma e to the power minus xi minus mu square by 2 sigma square. So what is xi? Xi is the values, these are the xi. Okay, and if you take log values, we have got this particular equation. Now our aim is to identify mu and sigma. So for the we just for the set of mu and sigma calculate this particular value, and when this particular value is maximum, select this one as a population mean and the standard deviation. So and as an example, we have seen that x is equal to, this is the data we want to know its mean and standard deviation. So for we have identified some set of mu and sigma. Okay, so standard deviation and the mean. For the set of mean and standard deviation, we have identified the log Lx theta by this one. That means calculate this particular equation, and the values are, these are the values. We have seen when mu is equal to 3 and sigma is equal to 2, it is maximum, that value is maximum. So we assume that 2 and 3 is the population parameters, where 3 is the mean and 2 is the standard deviation. And that is the end of this particular video. Okay, this is the expectation maximization algorithm Python implementation, where import two packages NumPy and Math, where 4 data are there, 1, 8, 12, 7 with 2 missing values. Okay, now this is the E step, and here we can say the initial missing this is what initial means missing value we have identified, and these are the total lines for the E steps. Okay, these are the lines for the E step. Okay, now this is for infinite loop, where here we calculate the mean value. Okay, we have to update the mean value, and this is the mean difference, and if the mean difference is less than 0.5, then we have to come out from the loop. Okay, and next for loop we merge these two mean identified outlier values, missing values, into the x. Okay, now this part we have identified, we have append these two missing values. Now the name step is started, and these are the lines for the M step, where set of mean and sigma values are there, and for each a set of mean and sigma values we calculate log L. Okay, and this is the calculation part we can see.
Now here we summation part is there. Summation I is equal to 1 to n x minus mean square divided by 2 sigma square. Okay, and the next part is what, 0.5 into n into log 2 pi calculation the part, and the finally is what, minus n into log sigma. Okay, and if you run it, you can see here. So okay, you can see here, this is our training data. 4 data are there with 2 missing values. Okay, and here this is the each step. Here we have calculated the present mean and the next mean, where the mean difference is 0.04 less than 0. And this is what our identified missing values. Next is the M step. Now for each and every combination we calculated the log L, and we have seen that this is what our minimum value. This is just for example. We have to
Thank you very much.